We're going to do Carbotech next. So Eric Faucher has been sales manager of Carbotech International for the last 15 years. Doesn't look that old. He holds a degree in business administration from University of Quebec. Carbotech is specialized in board handling equipment, is one of the most innovative in the field. Carbotech International exports around the world. I think we heard Sven talk about equipment he's seen in Scandinavia from Carbotech. Thanks in part to their customer service at all times. Eric was able to use his training with Carbotech to become an excellent advisor for equipment sales, having done several projects over the years. Eric is able to meet the specific needs of each customer while respecting their constraints of time, space, and budget. I think we're almost ready. You ready, Eric? Yep. Good. Welcome, Eric, please.
Good morning, everybody. Presentation today is to show some equipment to increase production and increase efficiency. So I have some example with products and different videos to show you. And after that, if you have any question, we'll be glad to answer your questions. So profitable investment with Carbotech, it's some example. So first, who is Carbotech? We're located in Plessisville. It's 1 hour from Quebec City. About 100 employees, 60,000 square feet of building. And we have partnership almost all over the world. So in Australia, South America, Sweden. We do a very good customer support, and we bought GMO4 in 2007, so we are able to provide all the spare parts and components for GMO4. We have developed a new continuous tilt hoist. And what we try to achieve with our equipment, it's mainly with all electric equipment instead of using hydraulic. So with the new technology for the control, you can manage very well the elevation with the servo motors or a VFD. So we have very good accuracy with that new design. So this is a continuous tilt hoist that we have put in different mills. And what is the big advantage with that tilt hoist is we can reduce the gap created between two packages. So our philosophy is to reduce the speed, but constant flow. So it doesn't give anything if you run your planer very fast and you're unable to feed it. So with that tilt hoist, we're able to have a constant flow and always feed the planer. We have another equipment is the log loader. And again, our log loader, we are removing the hydraulic. It's all with air, 90-degree actuator. Important thing on the log loader, it's again a constant flow on the infeed and a very good control to make sure that the log loader is working well. You need to bring the lumber well to the log loader. I have a short video to show. So this line, it's with the southern yellow pine. It's running at 90 logs a minute. And the length is from 8 feet to 24 feet. And a lot of variation on width and thickness. So that's why better is your control, better result you get with the log loader. We ask for an operator beside the log loader, but just to make sure that the flow is well placed prior to the log loader. So that one was a video at the sawmill, and I have another one at the planer. It's running faster, up to 220 log a minute. This one, it's always the same width and the same thickness, so that's why we're able to achieve higher speed. We have a good equipment also. It's a wane up before the planer. So we just want to make sure that the wane is up prior to the planer. And having a good wane up plus the fence gives you a very good recovery at the end of the shift. So it will be designed depending on your length and your thickness. It's all pneumatics, and there's not a lot of maintenance to process to do on that. We have a short video. Basically what we need to do, we need to load the piece, have a camera from the top to verify if the wane is up or down. Oh, can you replay again? Yeah. So then after that, we have a speed-up chain to bring the board to the back of the attachment. So whatever the width is, we always push from underneath at the same area, so we are flipping the board backward. And the customer that we did that with him, we installed the weighing-up, the fence. They had an increase of 5% yield just in doing that operation. So they were very pleased with that investment. One of our products that is performing presently, over 20 units sold, is the fence. And the big difference with that AccuGate is the precision. We can promote that fence up to 1/16 of precision. But even at 1/16, we are more precise than that, but we are able to guarantee the 1/16 on paper. And again, it's all servo motors compatible with Allen Bradley. And we have unit running from 100 lugs a minute to 260 lugs a minute. And depending on your trimmer, but we can have a fence 12-inch increment or 24-inch increment. That one is a video that we installed on the West Coast in Alberta, and it's running at 150 lug a minute in a sawmill. And the nice thing with that fence, we have a servo motors underneath, and we know the position that the servo motors went. So we can compare the value from the optimizer with the servo motors, and you can manage all the paddle independently, and you always know where the servo motors have been compared with the optimizer solution. So you're always on track to know if you do a right cut with that, with every pieces. We do have a wheel that is timed with the trimmer transfer. And in doing that, we are supporting the board while it's cutting. So we are making sure that we have a clean cut. So with that, you have no issue selling your lumber about the trim problem. And that's the video. So every board is pushed by that little attachment, and it's timed with the trimmer transfer. So we have less blocks going outside the trimmer, and we have a better control of the board while it's cutting. One other feature that we have to improve your efficiency, it's a pneumatic clutch that we're promoting. So instead of having a mechanical drive from the sorter drive, we put the mechanical clutch in between with the jack shaft. So having that little feature, we can have two different pressure. So when you start your line, you run on high pressure level, and after running for 5-10 seconds, you go on the second pressure, on the low pressure. So the jam needed to protect your line is very, very low compared. Let's say you have a sorter drive that it's driven with a 75 horsepower. The jam require, you don't break your equipment having a clutch like that. So it's time, and when you jam, you don't lose control of your boards, and you don't lose the synchronization. You just remove the jam, put the air back at the clutch, and then it would resynchronize by itself with the line. We have good sort of conversion, so many people still have the J-bar system. Our sorter bin conversion, we are using the top of your existing sorter, so we can design the right plate to fit on top of your existing sorter. And we don't need to remove the roof. We can do it from the side. It's very simple and nice design for a customer. We are offering a single or dual fork stacker. The nice thing with the dual fork stacker, it's independent carriage. And again, it's all electric. So we can have the secondary lift, the hoist, all electric control with servo motors or with variable frequency drives. We have installation running over 24 cycles a minute on the stacker itself. I can show a short video that we did on the... So we have different equipment. If you just want to do a little upgrade of your line, this is where we're specialized. You just give us a call, we work drawing together, and we try to improve your efficiency without going big with numbers. So try to work with your existing building and with your existing budget. So having Carbotech, we're working with the customer. We try to increase your production per hour. We increase your yield, and we reduce your production cost. So that's the goal of Carbotech, and that's about it for my presentation.
Questions for Eric before we let him go?
I'm free to go.
No, you're not free. I'll have my famous question, right?
Okay.
So Eric, if I understand the clutch for your sorter, it would also, well, it should prevent not only equipment damage, but it's a lot safer.
Yes.
So I don't get the same magnitude of jams. I shouldn't have to have people go in there and clean it.
Often when you get a jam, when you don't have any protection, it takes a long time to stop. And having this clutch on the lower pressure, you don't need a big issue to stop the line. So you have your issue, you remove it, and you're back again on production. And we did a project with a customer like 2 months ago, and he saved 3 jams within 2 days, and he said that it paid right there. So it's a good investment, very profitable. So that's about it.
Any other questions? Come on, you guys.
Easy on me.
No, I'm not done. I'm not done. So the last one, the sorter conversion, can I
Yes.
do that on a J-bar with a sling sorter?
Yes,
Yes.
we are just removing the top of it, so the bottom remain the same. So we are using the structure from the top and fit that to the, yes. We'll be glad to do that at
All right.
Quebec.
Good.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Eric.